Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Homage to the Blessed One, the Worthy One, the Supremely Enlightened One. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next, we are going to study about mindfulness according to the Buddha's teachings. Now, friends, last week we finished our Kayanupassana, establishing mindfulness to the body meditations. So the charnel ground meditation was the last one. So we also did one guided meditation on that. And now next we have meditation on the feelings. Mindfulness on feelings, sensations. Okay. Before we go to that part, I was thinking about talking more about this mindfulness and also about peace of mind, because there is no use without understanding properly. There's no use of discussions if we don't understand the teachings. So I can go all together with the feelings and to the rest of the other part of the sutta. But before that, I thought it will be more helpful if we can talk about this mindfulness and these meditations in an easier way to understand in our day-to-day lives. Okay, let's try to remember about the meditations that we studied in the Kayanupassana Satipaṭṭhāna. Can someone name few?
The first one is breathing meditation, Bante.
Yes, we studied about breathing meditation a long time ago. This is our 61st session. So long time ago, we studied about breathing, and I was also planning to do again breathing meditation, maybe in a future session. After that, what you found after the breathing meditation, what you found?
About postures.
Yes, second meditation was about the observing our movements of the body, posture meditations. After that?
Is it impermanence meditation? Understanding the impermanence.
Body
Yes,
parts.
full awareness meditation.
Full awareness,
Understanding, yeah, exactly. Understanding impermanence was about full awareness.
Yeah.
And after that, what was the meditation we studied?
Elements.
Yes, elements meditation. Before element meditation, there is one. Before that and right after the full awareness, what was that meditation?
Was it body parts?
Foulness of the body, I
Yes,
think.
foulness of the body meditation.
Yeah.
Probably your favorite.
Loving kindness.
No. Loving kindness wasn't there in the body meditations. Elements. And after that, last week we did what we studied. Yes, that one was the Asubha meditation. But can you remind me about the last meditation, the group of meditations? There were 9 channel ground meditation.
Channel grounds.
Yes. So 9 channel ground meditations was the last one. Now all of these meditations are centered to the body. So those are the meditations we do to establish mindfulness to where? To our own body. Why Buddha took this body as a meditation object is because it is something we can easily focus because it's solid. It's not very difficult. It's a solid object. So Buddha taught us to investigate. Sometimes he said us to analyze. Sometimes he said us to observe. All of these are for the sake of developing mindfulness. So the reason why Buddha taught all these is for developing mindfulness. Now this memory, if you can keep this information in your mind, according to the Buddha's teachings, Buddha say it is like you are carrying a weapon store. Buddha said you have a weapon store. When there are enemies, you have weapons to use. Those are these meditations. There are many sort of meditations you can apply. May I ask you a question? Let's say that you cannot sit down always to meditate. Which meditation can you apply? Among all of these?
The
Yes,
posture
Alan?
meditation?
Yes, you can apply posture meditation. How do
Yes.
you do that?
Walking,
Yeah,
walking meditation, laying meditation, standing meditation.
yes, exactly. Yes. Whenever you are out from your cushion where that you don't meditate, you have body. So you have movements. You are doing movements. You might not be in a moment that you can sit down. So you have your movements working. So you try to observe these movements just as it is. Okay. Let's say now you are walking. While you walking down the street, you get an angry. But you are doing the posture meditation. What do you do?
Loving kindness meditation.
Loving kindness.
Yes, you apply loving kindness. You try to let go. But still you cannot abandon this posture meditation. You should not. According to the teaching, Buddha said, you should not let go the posture meditation. Even you are doing loving kindness, you should carry this observing of the postures. Did we learn about such a thing before? Posture meditation, you remember? Yes. So according to the postures, one observes the movements. But how do you really do that? Doesn't make really sense. Now you have your understanding, your information. Now how we practically establish mindfulness to the postures? Let's say you order your mind. Okay, mind, go and look for my movements. Is the mind ready?
Well, you can, if you're walking, you can say, now I'm walking. If you're standing, you can say, now I'm standing. And if you're doing washing dishes, you could pay attention to your movements and just focus on those movements and pay attention and be mindful of your movements. So you can do it in almost any situation. While you're driving, you can do it
Yes.
as well.
I heard you say, you are saying. So should we say that in our words?
You could say it to yourself, I'm walking.
Yes. Then where our focus goes? To the moments or to the saying of the words?
To the movement.
Movements.
Yes. We should focus to the movements, but that saying would help at some point if you say it's not taught by the Buddha to say it. It's not the Buddha's instructions to say it that you are walking, walking, walking. It can be a different meditation if we focus to that words.
Mhm.
What we do is that we come to our body to observe the movements, because the body is the object of the meditation in this case.
You do the same when you're breathing. When you're doing breathing
Yes.
meditation, if you say to yourself, I'm breathing in, breathing out, breathing, and then you still focus on the breathing, but this helps you concentrate your mind to the breathing.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. So normally when the body is doing its chores, its activities, what we do is that we try to understand this body has these movements, but because we are very distracted in our minds, minds are always wandering all over the place. So we got to think that this time I'm walking. So it will bring a sense of awareness to us, but it is not how you do that, but how you do it is that you just understanding and recognizing your movements in the body. Okay, so but there is another teachings, there is another practice which is widely popular in the world, brought by a certain person, a teacher, which is incorrect when we compare with the Satipaṭṭhāna Sutta. So that teaching, that practice taught us that you should think over and over again. When you carry something, you think I'm carrying this. When you grab something, you think I'm grab this. When you see something, you think I'm seeing. When you sit down, you are over and over again thinking I'm sitting, I'm sitting. So that blocks our focus, true focus to our postures. Okay, because of this, we are in a very, very challenging time. There can be so many other teachings, there can be thousands of trainings. So it can also make us so much confused, so much doubt. Okay, so please remember that this meditation is just to observe the body just as it is. You remember how we started the Satipaṭṭhāna Sutta? We started the Satipaṭṭhāna Sutta by saying, can someone remember in Pali? Ekayano ayam bhikkhave maggo sattārang visuddhya soka pariddhavānaṁ samatikkamāya dukkha domanassanam attangamāya. Buddha said this is the only path to overcome all the sorrow, all the misery, all the sadness. That is establishing mindfulness to the body. And there Buddha says, Kaya Kayanupassi Viharati. What Buddha say in there is that Kaya Kayanupassi Viharati. You live observing the body in body just as it is. So all these meditations were teaching us about observing the body just as it is. Now, when you come to the posture meditation, you need to observe the body as it is, and in that case, it is about observing the postures. as it is. Does that make sense? Okay, so that is the posture meditation. We are trying to do it. Also, the breathing meditation also, the same way, we are trying to observe the breath. In this case, observe the postures. So I really want to talk about this posture meditation today. But because it is very complex, very difficult to understand, people would make wrong exercises, doing it wrongly. I have seen sometimes when we study the meditation on postures, when people start it, normally their movements become very artificial. Have you found that? It's not a natural way of moving sometimes when people start this meditation. Rather than going to observing the natural way of movements, normally people do that artificially, like forcefully.
You do that with breathing sometimes as well.
Exactly. If you understand the posture well, that's a very good point that you brought, Manfred. So when you observe the postures well, you can easily observe the breath well. Interconnected. If you observe the breath well, you can easily observe the postures well. Because it's body. Same. It's same. There's no difference. The body, the breath is part of the body. Postures are also the part of the body. Our movements are in our body. Breath is in our body. Now, if you recognize this meditation correctly, in that case, your focus should be to each and every moves in your body. Let's say someone is eating their food, there is always this hand movement going up, going down, and chewing and mixing, going up, going down, and mixing through the hands, and then placing in the mouth. So there is this constant movement in the body. So when a person develop this meditation, so that person doesn't focus to the thinking like I'm moving my hand up, and then I'm placing it in my mouth, and then again I'm grabbing a next part of the food. There's no such a like continuous contemplation like I'm moving my hand. It can be a distraction. It can be a problem if we think if we say to us constantly like that. But our focus should be to this entire process to understand. This is how my hand moves. Now it's grabbing the food. There is this sense of awareness inside. So we try to know it just as it is. Normally, there are sometimes easy techniques. Sometimes I heard once a monk is teaching this, saying that Bhante, you ask every time what you are doing. You are asking yourself what you are doing now. Then you will come up with this answer. Oh, I'm moving my hand. I'm eating my food. So each and every moment one asks, oh, what I'm doing now? I'm walking. What I'm
Yes,
doing now? I'm sitting.
but when we have been taught the walking meditation,
Yes.
we were really saying we are lifting up, putting forward, putting down. So you're
That's not how Buddha taught it.
you're kind of directing your movements, no?
That's was something people made up after Buddha's passing away after a long time, because we are in a world it is very difficult to focus. So then at least one finds to focus to this noticing, this labeling the movements. okay, I'm lifting and I'm pressing and I'm putting. It is just for understanding and being more and more aware about the activity. But this true practice, this real practice, is to understand how it moves. I know it is very difficult still to understand. One should do it for oneself to know. Yes, Buddha say when one stands up, one knows I'm stand up. When one walks, one knows I'm walking. When one stand up, one knows I'm stand up. When one mixes food and keep the food in the mouth, so one observes and one tries to understand. One doesn't think, oh, look how nice my hand, how nice my nails painted, how nice bracelets I have, how nice skin I have. So one doesn't go for other like judgments. One doesn't go for other like biases.
So,
Just
so,
see the movement.
so you rather observe your movements than to direct your movements.
No, you don't direct your movement because you understand it, but you understand it. If you are directing the movement, you too understand that. You understand that direction too, because that's how Buddha say in the end of that posture meditation, yata yata va panasakayo panhito hoti. However the body is disposed, that way one understands. It's a natural process. It's a natural way of understanding. It's not too much forcing yourself to be in the posture so that you become a robot. Sometimes people become robots. Let's say we are doing this. All of a sudden, someone is going to steal our smartphone. Are we like, okay, lifting, reaching, extending, and then I'm grabbing back my phone because that person is going to steal it. If we keep on doing that meditation in that moment while it's going to be stolen, so you are thinking to direct, okay, should I direct my hand or not? Like if you think that, you don't have time. The person will steal. So it's you focus to natural flow of your postures. Okay, that is how you develop peace of mind. That's how your mind come to concentration. You know, concentration means kusala chitta ekagata. Your mind is focused to one thing, to a skillful object. Your mind is focused. If you need focus, you cannot do that with two things, like you are thinking and you are focusing. You are thinking and you are focusing. No, it should be focused. That focus should be to the postures. That will shows you peace of mind. That will brings you stillness. There is a moment that our entire mind focus to the postures. It doesn't go anywhere. It only stay in the postures. Then that only happens when you focus to the postures. To know the way as it is. It's to know the movements as it is. Let's say you are washing the dishes by your hand. So you have this applying soap. First you wash the plate, then there is movements you are holding from one hand and you are using the other hand to clean. So there is this work of your both hands continuously. You are not thinking, okay, I'm washing, okay, taking soap and applying, and I'm opening the I'm opening the tap. But you are become aware. Okay, this is how my hands moves. This is how my hands reach to the soap. This is my hands come back, taking the soap, and this is washing. when you stop that cleaning, you come back to your room with so much peace of mind. Your mind was entered to the peace and clarity because you were with mindfulness while you were doing that work.
It's so similar to breathing meditation
Yes.
because you do exactly the same thing with your breath. This way, you're doing it with washing dishes or walking, but it's the same process, isn't it?
The same
Mindfulness.
scope of mindfulness. The
Right.
scope of mindfulness is just directed to the postures once it was with the breath.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
You know, there is a moment when you develop mindfulness, it will only stays with you. At some point, it will be stay with while you're sitting. It will be on your breath, and when you walk, it will be with your postures.
Yeah.
And when you go to sleep, it will be with your still with your postures, or else it can be with your parts in your body. 32 marks, and then you have free time, so you think about cemetery meditation. It's still with the body. Still, it's not with outsidely, like externally wondered. Oh, what will happen tomorrow? Or what happened yesterday? Yesterday was a bad day. Tomorrow will gonna be a good day.
Well, if you
That's the
concentrate,
hardest problem we have. What?
if you concentrate fully on a certain thing, you cannot have two thoughts at the same time.
Yes, focus is focus.
That
Focus
is
is one
focus.
point. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now there is a simile to understand this. You remember about this simile we studied about the animals? The 6 animals? One of my favorite simile about these meditations. You know, one day there was a snake. First one is snake. Second one, there was a dog. Third one, there was a bird. Let's say a hawk. Fourth one, there was a crocodile. You know crocodile? Or alligator or crocodile, whoever. The last one? No. After that, jackal. The last one is the monkey. Where does the snake lives? The snake lives in the ant hill. Ant hill means like a space in the ground, or like kind of a mountain. Have you seen ant hill? Termites make the ant hill, beginning little by little clay up until like a heap, and they have some holes inside also. But the snakes are the ones who use their house, the termites building. So the snakes lives in these holes. That's where the domain, that's where this living place, dwelling place for the snake. And the second was the dog. Dogs are usually live in the village. And the third was the bird. They go to the sky. They live in the sky. And the crocodile normally is in the water. And then there is this jackal living in where? If you were with me in last week discussion, you know where these jackals lives.
The charnel ground.
Channel ground.
Yes, exactly. They are in the charnel ground. And then what's left?
The monkey, Bante.
Yes, the monkey. Monkey lives in the forest. Now this happened. One day there was a man. He came with 6 ropes. You know ropes? So then he grabbed all the animals and put one, like using the rope, he tied one by one. He tied first the jackal, he tied the snake, then the jackal, the dog, and the crocodile, and also the monkey. And he tied all these animals together using single one by one ropes. And then at the end, he put a knot. Now what happened was that the snake said, I need to go to the anthill. That's where I'm living. And then the dog said, no, I need to go to the village. And then the crocodile said, no, I need to go to the water. And the bird said, no, I need to go to the sky. I need to fly. And then the jackal said, no, let's go to the charnel ground. And then the monkey said, no, listen everybody, let's go to the forest. But they don't like. Why? Their dwelling places are different. And then what happened was, at the end, there was a knot. They cannot go wherever they want. Now they are dragging everywhere. Everywhere they are dragging to their domain places. Now it's a big, big, big problem. Because they are carrying here and there. Now, because they are carrying, Buddha say, whatever the animal is more powerful, every rest of the other animals had to listen to this powerful animal. Let's say in that moment the crocodile is most powerful, every animal had to go to the water, even though they don't like. Let's say in this case the bird is the most powerful, bird carries everyone to the sky. Let's say in this moment the monkey is most powerful, all the animals go to the forest. Let's say the dog is powerful, everybody goes to the village. Why? Because they are tied together with a rope. And at the end there is a knot. Now they cannot go freely. Buddha say this is same with ourselves. Buddha say like the snake, our eyes goes to the sights, find sights everywhere. Like where is the beautiful things? Where are the attractive things? Where are the exciting things? Our eyes takes us. And our ears takes us. Where are the beautiful sounds? Where are the songs? Where are the music? Where are the people speak beautiful things? Where are the sounds? And the nose take us. Where are the beautiful fragrance? Where are the perfumes? Where are the flower fragrances? Where are the beautiful fragrant food? And the tongue. Where are the beautiful food restaurants? And the body and the mind. It tries to take ourselves, our senses, to all these domain places. Now what happens? Where is the mindfulness? What happened to the mindfulness? No mindfulness. Why? It is a very big distraction inside. Because there is all the senses tied together. And then the senses cannot go freely. They are not in a free moment. All the senses are so much distracted. Let's say this sense is, one sense is powerful. All the rest of the senses had to listen to that. Let's say our tongue is most powerful. It goes to the food. In that moment, the rest of the other senses are completely occupied by that taste. Let's say we are listening to a beautiful song. All the senses are listening, like occupied by the ear. Like it goes, it follows the sound. Follows the sound. Let's say there is a beautiful singer coming to the city and there is a musical concert. So we get to know about this. So then we drive. Then now all the senses are going to that place to listen to that beautiful song. Okay. So Buddha say there was a wise man. What he did was that he came to the place where all the animals are tied together and running here and there. So this man, what he did was that he grabbed from that knot all the animals together. Are they happy? No. Let us alone. You man, let us alone. We are happy with this way. Then this wise man, pulled all the animals together and then tied all the animals at the end to a tree. Now they are tied into the tree. But are those animals listen? No. Animals said, we don't want to stay in the tree tied to a tree because our domain places, our dwelling places are different. Again, these guys are dragging here and there. But none of them can go. Why they couldn't go? Because they are tied into the tree. Now the Buddha say, tree is your body. Tree is the body. Okay? So animals are the senses. Animals cannot go, the senses cannot go out from the body when the body meditation was done. When you did the posture meditations, the mind will always occupied by the postures. It won't listen to, mind won't go outside to the external things. It will always remain inside. And whenever you want to sit, you sit down. Whenever you want to stand up, you stand up. Whenever you want to walk, you walk with the peace of mind. Not with the mind like distracted, like 6 cravings, but it will always remain. But the animals do whatever it wants normally, but it won't go out from the distance of this tree. The same way the mind won't go out from these senses, out from this body. Okay? If we were to think and if we were to plan, if we were to judge inside, we are just caught up by the monkey. Monkey is trying to take us to the forest. That's what happens to many meditators. Why? Because the practice is here to observe the body, but go and plan and think and find and go outside, like to other techniques. But the task was here. Task was to observe the movements. So please don't caught up in the monkey. Monkey's dwelling place, the forest. It's a forest. If you go, you won't come back. It's a big forest. But the conclusion is to observe the postures as it is. Body just as it is. Okay? Okay, friends. Thank you so much for joining. May you be well and happy. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Bande, I have a question. As you guide us into meditation,
Yes.
I find it very, shall we call it disturbing, when you give further instructions. And I just wonder what the benefit is of you continuing to give us instructions as to if other thoughts enter your mind and so on. Because I find after 5 minutes, let's say, I'm in full concentration, and then comes an instructions from you again. Where is the benefit?
Actually, meditation is for you. Teaching is from my side. You always get the benefit from me by studying. You come to this to study.
It's just to keep it in mind. But it is disturbing for the moment of the meditation, I find anyway.
You can do that rest of the other time in the day. Like you
Okay.
only join with me for 1 hour.
Okay. So you're fully aware that you are disturbing us, but that's your instruction. It's good. You're a good teacher.
I'm not disturbing. I'm trying to more and more clear the confusion.
I get it.
Because if you did, now you should be enlightened, but you are not.
Yes.
Now just let's take a day like 24 hours. So you have like hundreds of minutes, thousands of minutes to do that meditation.
Yes.
But I'm trying to give you this instruction from different angles. Will this gonna help? Will that gonna help? Will this gonna help? But no one asked me about first jhana. How do you? Now I came to first jhana. How can you go to the second jhana? Everyone say, "Oh, my mind is wandering." Bhante, what is breathing? What is postures? Even after 1 year, people ask me, "How really do the breathing meditation?"
Really? Well,
I remember one day I went to my teacher Bhante and I was doing breathing meditation, and it really works the first days. And then I went to the teacher Bhante and I said, "Bhante, this meditation is really good." And then Bhante didn't even look at me. He was looking outside, like he was thinking something like Dhamma. And then I was like knee down in front of the Bhante and I was saying, "Bhante, it works, Bhante." So I meditated. And then the Bhante didn't like recognize me. And then I don't go from there. I just stayed there because I really wanted to get some kind of instruction. Then the Bhante like looked angrily at me and said, "If you can do it, do the meditation." Just the instruction he gave. He said, if it works, if you can do the meditation, go and do the meditation.
yeah.
And then I bowed down and I stood up and I went. Those were my doubts. Those were my many doubts that I cannot go beyond. I was holding myself without practicing.
Was it not inside?
Of course, it's insight. It was insight. He gave that. But I said that because still today people come to me and ask me how to do breathing meditation. The people that I taught the teachings, I taught the breathing meditation. And again, some people bring me other techniques and easier ways. Do this also, Bhante, this will work and that will work. I don't need any other instructions when the Buddha gave this teaching. And I'm very satisfied and like completed with that, like, the surety, sure, this is the exact way. All we need is the time. So you have plenty of time in the day. So you come to this discussion to study Buddha's way, mindfulness in Buddha's way. And I want to stop this.
Bhante, I have something
I might
to
not stop this.
No, I don't mean
Yes, Tina.
disturbing in a negative way. I'm
Yes.
just trying to explain how I feel on this.
Yes, Tina.
I find Bhante, though, the guided meditation is good because, especially after a long day at work, and then you sit down for meditation, it takes a long time to really refocus your mind. So 5 or 10 minutes, it's often not enough. But I find within that 5 or 10 minutes that you're guiding, I find that does help because it sort of brings me back when my thoughts go off. Even though I know I have to bring my attention back to the meditation, to my breathing.
Yes.
I find some Bhante, when they do the guided meditation, it does help. It does help a lot.
No,
I
it
find.
should not be always a guided. It should be guided by yourself. Because who know what happened to our eyes in the future? If we go blind,
Mhm.
If our ears go deaf, suppose you are in a ICU, your mind works. Who is there to guide?
Right.
Bhante in my mind, maybe? Like remember the
That's
teachings
why we study,
that
we
teaches.
talk, and we
Yeah.
show you how you should think and how you should do it, because it should be freedom. It should not be attachment.
Yes. Yeah.
Buddha say you don't need attachment.
Right. Thank you, Bande. That was good.
Yeah, you're very welcome. Because we should need independence. Like wherever we go, we should be able to close our eyes and keep on thinking. And that view should be right, correct. We need correct view. But I didn't found many who are having that correct view. Many people are still in big doubts. Still, some people cannot step forward in the virtue. Like people cannot observe the 5 precepts. So there's nothing to talk about the focus, mindfulness, if there is no 5 precepts. Yes. This will gonna be like just instant gratification for some people when we do guided meditation, and there can be like YouTube videos, so we can listen and we can watch and we can take kind of entertainment. But that's not how it is. Like that's not the true freedom. True freedom is not YouTube.
But Bhante, it's on the path though, isn't it? It's like you're learning as someone who's practicing. You need some guidance to sort of, train you, I guess you can say, or train the mind.
So we already guided.
Mhm.
Yes.
We
What
guided
is
long sessions. We guided in long sessions, but it's still like I don't know. You should be able to do it for yourself.
vipassana in this context?
Sarah,
What is vipassana in this context? How do we see?
I
How do we?
talked about vipassana. Go back to the talks and listen. Okay.
Mhm. Right.
Sarah, do you have a question?
No, Buddha Bante. Thank you for the beautiful discourse.
You're welcome.
I have two questions. The
Yeah.
first is the posture meditation is only when your eyes are open, right? It should not be done when your eyes are closed. Or is it both ways?
We can do both ways,
Okay.
but mostly it's good to do it open eyes while we are walking and doing other activities.
Mm-hmm.
But when we sit down also, we can like bring that sense of awareness to our posture.
I see. I see.
Yeah.
So is it like the sampajanya, like the
Sampajanya is called detailed postures.
Mhm.
So you step from the postures and you go a little bit more into the detailed postures to know.
Oh, okay. For sure. Thank you, Bante. And the second question is that how do I continue my meditation practice? I seem to just leave it in the middle. Sometimes it's like sometimes I'm there consistently doing it, but there are weeks, sometimes even months, that I'm not able to kind of meditate. So like
Actually, what do you mean by
tips can you
meditate?
give to kind of continue doing the practice? Any meditation, like let's say breathing or loving kindness.
Yeah, I mean, you can start with postures, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because now you are having posture. Now you are sitting.
Mm-hmm.
So you just recognize that.
Okay.
So I mean, like you don't stop that and go away. Normally, when we start observing postures, we start it.
Okay.
That is your meditation.
Oh, okay. So like
Let's say, yeah, yes.
I meant to say that like a proper sitting down with your eyes closed, that kind of meditation. Like, could you please give me some tips so that I can continue my practice every day or something? I don't know. It's very hard to keep that practice.
Yeah, that is why, Sarang, I'm trying different ways to give you the instructions if this work or that work.
Okay.
I can say focus to the breath.
Mm-hmm.
The other part is for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So it's like start with posture and then intensify your practice, like
Yeah.
take other objects of meditation, something like that.
Yes, we cannot give a specific plan to the person. That person should know whenever that person needs what meditation works for them.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot give you a complete plan. Okay, this is what you should do.
Mm-hmm.
Buddha didn't do that. Buddha normally teach the Dhamma, and then the person who is good at understanding it, so keep on practicing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Would it help, Bhante, for Sarang if Sarang, if you're having problems with the breathing meditation, would it help to just read some of the suttas and like study Dhamma to get, and then see if you can go back to the breathing meditation?
Yeah, those are some normal things. Those things are our normal practices. We must do those things.
Yeah.
We must do the chanting early in the morning as a meditation practitioner. They should pray for the Buddha.
Mm-hmm.
So those things definitely support us to sustain mindfulness. And then once in a while you listen to a Dhamma talk. But overall, your focus should be to your body, and that focus should be to your postures.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There is no timetable to observe the postures, and then there is a moment that you abandon the postures.
Mm.
Like when we make a timetable, so we normally take the breaks, but in this case, we don't take breaks to the mindfulness. No. There is no time to take a break for the mindfulness. Buddha say, I say to you, monks, that you should always be mindful, ever be mindful. If you are learning for a study like a test, so you might need a break for taking that, and you study hours you have, and then you have meal time. But for this, even your meal time, you develop mindfulness.
Yes.
So would
You
it
see
be
the
like how long did I spend, like not in that sense time,
yeah.
but being aware of what you're doing at that moment. Like if you're eating, like that
Yes.
kind of, and then the posture also in that sense, if you're standing, how you're standing.
Yeah, then what's the question?
No, I mean to say like posture in that sense, if somebody's sitting down and
Yeah.
doing an activity,
Yes.
so it's paying attention to that posture and that activity you're doing, right? So let's say if you're working at an
No.
office, for instance, so
And
you're being mindful for that moment that your body is disposed of in a certain way.
actually, we don't focus to the activity.
Oh, okay.
We don't focus to the activity itself, but we focus to the body. Now, don't worry, it won't stop you from understanding what you are doing your work.
Mm-hmm.
It is making more space and more capacity to do that work, because that's awareness, that's mindfulness.
Mm-hmm.
Body posture is developing mindfulness.
So it's like subconsciously understanding what you're doing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Subconsciously, you are understanding what you're doing.
Sure.
In the meantime, you are doing the work, but
Mhm.
you subconsciously developing mindfulness. When the work is done,
Mhm.
you are free again. Then you can again come back to your posture more widely,
Mhm.
not subconsciously, but more consciously.
Mhm.
And again, another person come to you and talk. In that moment, also you background, you keep your mindfulness.
Mhm. Thank you, Bante. I get it for sure. Thank you.
Yeah, again, we come to the
Mhm.
our process, our work, and again we
Sure.
go back. So, but later you will find out better than the activity, doing the activity itself, I can make me more happy and joy inside by being focused on the postures. So
Mhm.
that inspiration leave you inside of your posture.
Mhm.
Aren't these things helpful?
Yes, they are definitely.
Yes.
Definitely they are.
Yes.
Because sometimes, like the way we sit also has a long-term impact on our health, or for that matter, the way
Yes.
we go about our day or
Mhm.
our immediate future.
Yes.
So I think if we are more mindful to certain postures, or it's beneficial in the short term also, and also of course establishing mindfulness.
Yes. Yes. I think we need to know more about Buddha's qualities, qualities of the Dhamma, qualities of the Sangha. We should need that. We should need faith. We should need confidence to stop this questioning and those doubts.
Mhm.
Yeah. May all the merits that we collected receive to all the devas. May devas, by the power of this merit, be able to attain the peace of mind. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May my teacher Bhante and all the other Bhantes rejoice in our merits. May Bhantes have the great opportunity to understand the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Finally, may everyone who joined with me to this discussion and the breathing meditation rejoice in these merits, and may you soon able to attain the peace of mind. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, thank you so much for joining with me.